Hello everybody and welcome back to Tiny Rogues, the massively updated action roguelite. We're going to be going in with the Deprived, who has a pretty wild passive. You encounter more Cursed Room rewards, but Cursed Room rewards actually upgrade to a higher tier if possible. So, really curious to see what that is going to be like. I have tweaked this to remove Left to Fate, which, you know, less chance of downgrading rewards, which I guess is less chance of upgrading rewards in theory. I've moved it to high roll. You can pause and look at that if you feel like it. And then personal agency, since I want to play with a lot of curse. 50% less likely to seal a trait. That is going to be the plan. I guess we're going to leave on that. We are on Cinder 10. There's just so much garbage to cover. We're doing Cinder 10. You'll see the things that I have on. It's basically the same as last time, but I think I have spiked doors as an option, and then I think I have... yeah, the decreased inventory, so we can play at 10 and speed things along a bit. Get the plank shield. Cool. Trash club. -1 on all scaling. Oh boy. I mean, we're going to be changing that as soon as possible. So obviously we have a little bit of extra strength at the beginning. That does not mean we have to play strength, though. So we'll see. Oh god, this is... yeah, it's pretty bad right now. Pretty bad to start with. The range is awful. The damage is awful. It's just awful. Excited to get a new thing. But we do get our ability to look at all this. Tally 5 primary attack hits. Mark with Fighter's Mark. Oh my god. Guarantees a ruthless hit. Increases 50% top end damage. More or less. More damage. You can stack Burn and Bleed up to 10 stacks, but Burn and Bleed deal 50% less damage. Could be fun. Attack speed is always your weapon's base attack speed, but the percent modifications to attack speed instead apply base weapon damage at 200% value. Yeah, could be fun. I'm not necessarily, like, that excited by any of these at the moment. Fire and Blood could be fun later, but it's not anything that I have right now. It's not that these are bad. I want to see some more stuff. Make swords drain mana. Each point of mana grants a 10% more attack speed to mana draining weapons. I mean, that's pretty fun. Gain increased stats from your companions. Combat start and on taking damage. Taunt all enemies in the room, making them take 35% more damage at close range. That definitely could be good. I actually kind of think that Spellblade sounds really fun. It's completely irrelevant right now, but the game does try and give you things that have to do with your traits and your items, etc., etc. So maybe the game will try... I mean, free reward. Maybe it'll try and give me a sword, and thus we can kind of, like, work around that. I think it could be cool. We've got a couple bombs. Should we look for secret rooms? I did turn off the... oh, that's right. Curses are good. Hold on. Oh. We got to think about this. We got to think about it differently. Not only are they not that bad, they're actively very good for us. We love curses today. The only truly negative thing they'll do, they can seal off some of my rewards, I guess. 2 keys is great. They can seal off some of my my trait selections. It's less likely, though. 2 bombs, 10 gold. I'll take the gold. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I will say one of our modifiers is you start with 1 health and no flasks and stuff like that. Kind of nice here. So I think strength is good. Whoop, whoop. This is a green. Interesting. Guaranteed uncommon. And it is curse, so we will go for it, because, yeah. I want curse. Gotta remember that. Oh, you dirty devil, you. We have terrible dash capabilities. Gotta keep that in mind, too. We have, like, a 3 or 4 second delay in between our dashes, so we gotta be careful with them. That was not. That one was required. I could just kill the boss, but I just feel like I'm gonna get in an unavoidable situation. It's a fun way to make these early bosses actually a little bit spookier. I stand by it being probably one of the best, if not the best, modifiers. Because it does actually serve to make the game actively more exciting at a point where it's a little free normally, which I think is kind of cool. Obviously, can't just go overboard on that because then the early game becomes harder than the late game. But I think a cool thing would be like, I don't know, things in line with this, but you get rewards for doing the higher difficulty, kind of like an ascension system reward system like Revita or whatever. I think that's always a good way of going about it. Yep, kind of saw that one coming. This weapon is so bad. Okay. Melee. Melee is probably still going to be weak just conceptually. It's tough to get close to enemies, so, like, using it in general feels a little bit rough. I do have a revive, so if I die, I die. It's whatever. This is our window. There we go. Oh, that's a one-time block. One-time ever block. Wow. All right. Wow me. Increase attack speed per max block you have. I don't have any. Grant a stam. On dash, get 2 stacks of haste. If I grab this, I guess it'll try and give me some, I guess. I think just getting some stam. 10 equip load. There's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing, like, overly exciting about it, but there's also nothing wrong with it. Alright. I'm not going to do this the whole run today, but I am going to fully recover my flask since I did start with the Soul Scarf. That was not going to be on purpose, but we're going to go for a little bit of Soul Heart generation. I'm getting intelligence because I would like to get a build where we utilize my sword thing. It's a little bit of a get something now and hope it becomes good kind of a vibe. Just looking for secret rooms in a game like this, it just slows down the pace so much. Do I know they exist? Do I care? I don't. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I'm gonna win anyways. Whoop, whoop, whoop. As soon as unless we don't get the build offline, but this is probably the room that I need to truly activate stuff. No swords, unfortunately. Primary does slashing, 2 per second. On the tally of 3 primary attacks, do a special secondary attack that inflicts armor break. I mean, it's just cool. Just seems cool. Oh, boom, oh, boom. So Curse Lollipop? Yeah, this is really neat, actually. I don't know. If I get 2 attached to this weapon, I may just swap my perk. An aura that inflicts burn and debuffs to enemies to take fire damage from you and your companions. Crits with melee and range. God, it's everywhere. 2 ancestral spirit companions. Attack striking 1.5 times per second. Each one increases your melee attack speed. I do intend to... I intend to stay melee. But again, melee in this game is a little bit weird because you might be extremely far range. During combat, periodically shoot a quasar beam at the nearest enemy, dealing this amount of radiant damage. Ooh, it's a full-on mining. Demolition. 9. On dropping a bomb, gain swiftness. Reduce bomb explosion delay. I'd have to get rid of a dash for this. Like a bomb, but with more boom. It's a consumable. This is really cool. If I had enough money to buy the full set, I'd be a little bit more interested. But I think I'd rather pop up here and... I'll upgrade. I'll upgrade to help me out for now. I probably should have just taken the money there. But good God. Don't have a body armor. I gotta say, I need to unlock whatever character is the like, charm one. Oh, my God. Get out of here. There we go. Oh, my Lord. The iframes. I want to unlock that. The 4 charms character. Oh, God. With a lower amount of dashes, this is actually... Or dash cooldown, it's actually scary. Okay. That stun's pretty juicy. We're doing a lot of damage. Like, a lot. Pendant attuned. I'm gonna mess this up on the next floor. Damaging hits from weapons at upgrade level 4 or higher. I mean, it could be good. Guaranteed gold reward appear on the first choice. I just don't care. I'll take the 3 decks. Again, I want to unlock the character that has to do with that. Law Shop? See, I don't know what... It's annoying. I kind of have to spend a key to figure out what we're dealing with here. +1 lawful. Stamina. Costs 5 souls. Costs 14 souls. Add a death defy. Does this take up companion weight? It doesn't say it does. Increase body damage. Sure, okay. Welcome you, coming from Shadow Plains, you interested in my wares? The shadows have been quieter lately. The essence flows differently. What's the disturbance? We don't know. Also, as you spend here, whisper back to the shadows. Okay, so we got +1 lawful. Okay. We need, like, I think we need 3, because I think you normally need 4. Alright, so we got to keep our souls. I think you normally need 4, but I have a meta thing that makes me need 1 less. I'm just going to try and get as much as possible, though. Like, I think I don't mess, right? Give me a sword. Slow Runic Sword. This uses mana anyways. Can always upgrade it. Yeah, it already drains. It drains quite a bit. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be better. Do I take the cursed resin to get cursed on purpose? Yes. Okay. These guys are getting absolutely wrecked. I don't have that much to sell. Yeah, this is definitely just doing more damage right now, which is unsurprising. I might not be able to use the sword thing, really. Like, it might be more trouble than it's worth. I don't have any money. Might be more trouble than it's worth, and I'll just re-roll my sword thing if it gets too late. And we try it again on a different character. Oh, come the hell on with this. Ah. Because that's how we get... That's another way to get lawful good or whatever karma. Ooh, Executioner Sword, mana drain 0.1. D rank. This is what I'm talking about. This could be good. Oh, it kind of is. Oh, it kind of chopping with it. More mana does what for us besides? I mean, the mana regen, I guess. Huh. We just have to take... How long of a break? We can go this long. Interesting. Okay. So there's a pull for both, I guess. I'll go for the experience. Yeah, this actually... It's doing some pretty good damage. It's doing some pretty good damage. I can't deny that. Body armor, I don't have either. I should technically just have this on all the time. But now that I'm going to be going to the next floor, but am I going to be using my souls for that? It's just a tough call. Okay. Yeah, we just do plenty of damage, so we can just kind of, like, go for it. This is a little bit chaotic, though, I can't deny. Charge that mana back up. Is there always a law shop? That I don't know the answer to. Probably go for this. 10% melee damage. Breaks when damaged. 1 heart. Again, charm, guarantee. No law shop. So it's not a guarantee, which means we do probably need to go to the tavern. $30 souls for a favor. I'll do 1. It's just so strong, man. All right. I could do another. I'm not gonna. I'll play it a little cool. So you gotta be careful because we're super effective here apparently. So like we can't get too cozy. Interesting. Interesting. I have not done a companion build yet, and that could be something that could be fun. I do have... I think I have potential to go there. So I do think that... I do think that it's going to make us weaker for a while. But it also opens up the potential to do a type of build that I have not been able to do before. Another one of these, huh? So that's in the intellect tree, interestingly enough. Good to know. I'll check an event. Evil up. Evil up. I mean, I don't have the money for this stuff anyways. Evil up. So everything in here is evil. Probably sell stuff. I can get rid of that at this point. I know we could swap off it, technically. $42. I mean, in another way, though, I could also just, like... I think you can have both. Wait, this isn't... There's nothing evil here. So they don't give me anything. So it's just based on the damage. $21, $22. I can't do both unless I sell another thing. No value, eh? Okay. This is good. But I don't want to sell that. This is tough. I guess I'd have to sell it, though. It's a bad idea, but for the sake of having peace of mind, of like, bada bing, bada boom, we got a full posse, like right now, that's kind of fun. Did I actually get evil? Where does it say this stuff? Alignment somewhere? Armor. Oh, evil and good. Chaotic and lawful are two separate things. They're like full-on different things. I gotta say, none of these say they're gonna give me illegal anymore, but I kind of, now I want that though. Is it just when you buy the first thing? Because I would love to guarantee... God, this is annoying. I'd love to guarantee that I get there, you know? This is annoying. Bone Wand, Hunting Knife, Dagger, Throwing Range. I'm not going to be going for any of that. I could buy a couple of these. Did I get more evil? No. No evil. Oh boy. Okay. We have so many summons now, though. We could get a way to increase their damage more. Tavern. It's barely worth it with 19 bucks. But I know that there's like a... Well, first of all, what do you say? God, what a jerk. What a jerk. There's the illegal gun parts. That's an evil interaction. It costs 30. Storm in a bottle. I don't think I have any of the sell people. Alright, let's go get some money, I guess. Hello, Satan. Evening, Satan. It is going to add a lot of chaos to the screen in the game that already has a lot of chaos on the screen. I will say that for sure. So, I just remember some people said that there's some bugs with the tooltips, so I was wondering if that was supposed to give me something evil. Like, it was supposed to give me an evil charge, but it was just visuals. I just had to consider that as a possibility. Okay. It's the easier phase. Get these ads out of here. All right, very neat. Okay. Easy. Bloop. An armor, and it's a... Ooh. For gold, you've gained this floor. Huh. That's kind of neat. You can attempt to pick a lock when you don't have keys. That's also neat, but again, this does not take up normal inventory space, and thus it is very appealing to me. I guess we don't cheese it at this point. I mean, especially since we have the extra armor and everything anyways. We want to save it for some kind of, like, alignment. Ooh, intelligence and strength. An ideal sword of mine would scale on... Probably, honestly, it'd probably scale on everything, to be quite frank. Any keys? This modifier is brutal. I don't have any keys. We could bomb the chest. That is a thing. Just chill. Just let my pals do it. Oh, what if there's a key for sale, though? And then we can, like, do that and move the needle somewhere. There, in fact, are 2 keys for sale. That was actually genius. 20% increased companion damage and an armor. Fantastic! Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I think that's the game trying to give me a companion build. So a blood chest that's a mimic. What does that do? It's still free, isn't it? Oh. That should be the achievement. I don't have a cold weapon, so there's no point to care about that. Unless this makes it a cold weapon, I doubt it. I will tell you, a companion build with limited inventory space is a whole thing. I'm at my companion limit already. I'm at 3 out of 3. So I think I go here. I will maybe come to regret it, though. Who knows? If I get extra companion space, I'll regret. I mean, we'll get another option. He was like at 0 for a while there. No fair, you can't summon companions. That's my job. Okay. Good. Chop him to hell. Companions grant 25% reduced. They don't give me anything. So extra. Yeah, here's the thing. See, Mr. Man, you did get companion capacity up. I know, by skipping the companion. So there was never a world where I got both. There was never a world where I got both. Very happy to get this, because now if I get another companion, it's just good. It's just good. Because I don't get stats from them anyways. Just gonna tune my hats. But yeah, it's a whole lot of nothing until it's something. I can't. Can I summon an extra one? Yeah, I can summon an extra one. That's the thing, is you can just kind of. I guess I could just pick one. Which means. Whoa, the kangaroo is kind of cracked. I think we just go for all kangaroos because they're the best. 2 times per second doing more damage. So we can just sell that stuff. Yeah, the kangaroo squad is pretty crazy. Get cursed on purpose or go for the rare. Let's go for the rare. We might be impressed. Magic staff, flail, melee. I don't think I swap. I mean, yes, I could get the +1 upgrade. Whatever. Not a big deal. We take the thing that could possibly sell for the most. This is a mimic. I can see the eyes. I can see it in his eyes. A couple things I don't get to do either. Sell equipment. So now that we have the attachment to these, look at that. I guess we can just sell all of these, and we don't have to worry about the inventory space. I think we could probably get rid of the Snowbird Charm. I might come to regret it, but it sells for 15, which is already pretty good. Yeah, we go for that. The Cursed Broccoli. Zoop. Buy items in shop. Come on now. More summons. Arcane Familiar Companion. Takes 1 time per second. Yeah, I just want anything that has to do with familiars. Treasure Scroll. Blade Summon Tome. That doesn't sound like it actually summons a unit, though. I think we can pass. Bombs. Get him, gang! Get him, squad! We should just find ways to debuff things. Gloves are a rare. I'll go for gloves. I don't have gloves, so it feels like it's a good call, right? I see a locked door behind you. Oh, God, that was just a bad dodge. Nothing more to say about that. But yeah, I think, getting, Whoa. These are some fast projectiles. Owl is so much harder than, like... What the hell, man? So much harder than a lot of other bosses that are after this. Increase attack speed with magic weapons while standing still. I mean, I don't think it becomes a magic weapon. I mean, I like this, but we keep our companion-based thing. I don't... It's not a magic weapon. Even if it uses mana, mana draining weapon and magic weapon are two different tags. I will grab it regardless because there's no reason not to. It doesn't take up an inventory space this way. This gives us a lawful, which does that... What'd that do, you know? An extra flask is kind of silly, though. We can do some dumb stuff with that. How much do I care about my melee damage? We'll buy that, we'll get the lawful. Can you... Yeah, you can buy more and get even more lawful. So this is probably part of it. There's the charms from this. Gotcha. That's probably part of why the charm system has been so difficult to get 4 of. Because I need to unlock this lawful thing. So step 1, attune. We get an entire extra flask. Use it right away. Oh my god, this is so dumb. It's so freaking good, it's silly. I could kind of just like stand back. I mean, I don't mind strength, I don't mind equip load capacity. Get him. We do have to get to like a certain distance of close. Dex or bombs. I'll get the dex. Otherwise, the my pets won't even go for it. They just won't have it. What? Stop. What? What have you done? The game did not like it. I go for this. It's free and we like curses. Examine the burnt tree, yes. It's fine. We have plenty of gold. I have created a problem. I saw the word boomerang in there. So something to do with the sword, I guess. I can't imagine I'm going to be keeping this for a long time. But I don't know, maybe I will. Upgrading is better than it was, and I already felt like it was fine. Now I imagine it's going to be pretty darn good. I mean, I'm not going to use it. I could get the perk that lets me use an offhand with the 2 hands. If I get, maybe I get one that's like really cool, you know? Did we get Satan? Stop moving. That sucked. That sucked. Boys? Boys? good. I just ran out of dashes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Are we at max? I guess we're not going... I mean, I guess I'm not... I don't think I care about my strength as much here. I don't know, man. It's just proving to be the correct thing. I have 8 souls. Is that enough? I'll get more. It's just proving to be so darn strong. This meta progress is a hell of a drug. You can't plan... You're designing so many game difficulties at once when you add meta progress. You can't possibly have tested everything as a result. It leads to some situations like this with the Soul Scarf, where you're like, okay, that's probably too strong, but it's only too strong because I can double my flasks and everything. You know? It's like there's a couple things working in tandem from meta progress that makes it silly. Like, because the scarf is meta progress and the double flask is meta progress. That's just the thing. You can't plan for all of it. On taking damage or deathify, grant adrenaline. Nope, we have 5 rerolls. We're going to be looking for something. Grants you an aura that inflicts shock and debuffs enemies to take lightning damage from... I could do that, but I think there's going to be something that's just better here. The bleed is not a bad idea, but I just feel like we can do better. Natural damage rolls from you always roll minimum. That's pretty bad. But you get 1 more companion. It's the kangaroo army. They better be good. Alright, I guess we're getting rid of that. I mean, we shouldn't need it with what we've got going on. Definitely don't need this. But yeah, it's interesting because this is a lower quality summon. Scales with each point of experience up to 4 times damage at level 6. Oh. Didn't realize that. It does mean we will max cav. Now I'm like really gonna be hoping for another weapon. I'm basically in the market for a weapon that is just like a debuff. No point. Like, makes enemies take blank more damage, you know? Something that applies armor break. Well, we might even be looking for something that has nothing to do with the Spellblade. We might even get rid of the Spellblade. Do this just to get an evil. Is this anything? Nope. Is this anything? Nope. Lawful. How am I only at -1 evil? This is a good interaction. I'm trying, man. Can I do this more than once? And get... Because this is either going to screw me over, or it's going to help me out. Like, I can either do this 4 times and we're suddenly in a great spot, and we go to Heaven. Ah! You can only get it once? This system is not explained very well. It's just like, oh, God, that's upsetting. Now, yeah, there's no way I'm getting there now. Hey. A death defy. It's fine. I am happy to look for a summon because there might be a better one. Hello, Cerberus. Meet the kangaroos. We're basically just going to be looking for fights where the enemies don't run that much. Because the summons are not chasing... They're not chasing him very well. The AI on the summons is... meh. See, look at that. That's really annoying. By the time they make it there, he's moved. It's tricky. Okay. We could just focus only on dodging until he actually does an attack that's not annoying. It's like, look at them trying to keep up. They just can't keep up with him. It's embarrassing. Why are you following me? Get back in there and fight, kangaroos. What are you doing? You ding-dongs? Alright, something better than kangaroos, perchance? 341 to 703, because we don't get the effect. Oh. I mean, that's good. 1 time per second, though. 2 times per second. Here's what's good about this, is it's ranged. It being ranged solves that problem we just had. Just a bunch of pistol shrimps. I'm willing to give it a look, for sure. I think I'm going to keep my souls, I guess. We have plenty of health, and, like... I will attune or whatever, just in case I forgot something. Alright. I do want to level up. I'm counting on you, Shrimp. You should be doing roughly the same damage, but at a range. Oh, that definitely got downgraded, so definitely can get downgraded. More curse room rewards, but curse room... You encounter more curse room rewards, but curse room rewards always upgrade to the highest tier. Oh, gotcha. So those are 2 completely unrelated things. Well, I guess the amount of curse you have does not influence the system to give you more cursed items. I thought that was the thing. I thought that the more curse you have, the more cursed items you'd get. Seems like that's not the case. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm going to even heaven or hell at this point. It looks like you can only get 1 rank of each per like area where you do it. I'm really curious about that, but it's irrelevant because I don't have any bombs. Okay. Do I have an obsidian? I don't have an obsidian die. Because I would maybe re-roll my sword thing at this point, since I don't really think a perk that pertains to just me is meh. Curse gold, curse me. Cursitize me, Captain. I wonder if my shrimp, if the shrimps can get the curse hits or not. Okay. Interesting. 2 times per second doing... I mean, the damage is pretty high on this. But... So these don't get... Those are not evil. None of this grants me evil? This is the black market. None of this grants me evil? What? Now I'm even more confused than ever before. The question is if I want this. So it gets rid of the ranged elements. It's not even that much better than this. I think the reason to get these things are for the passives. Yeah, I think I'm actually good. Who needs it? I'd rather take $30 for that, honestly. I think we are done with the kangaroo as much as I loved them, and I did love them. Take the triple dex, see if I got evil. I did not get evil. These are literally illegal weapons, and they don't give me any evil. This is also weird. Yeah, I don't particularly care about a lot of this. This is a very expensive key. All right. Wine or intelligence? I mean, let's get our level up and we'll see what we are working with. Get him, pistol shrimp. All right. Ding. All right. Your hits against bleeding enemies. Dude, what is happening here? Okay, there's something really wrong. Yeah, what the heck? There, vulnerability. Makes them take 20% more damage. That's just like a yes, right? Because we have the bleed. That gives us a plan. It's already good. Meh. Cursed mage stash. Sure. But yeah, now we want to keep the thing we have with the bleed, because, like I said, we were just looking for something. I'm running support. I don't care how good my weapon is. Like, well, I care to an extent. But the main focus is that I increase my pals somehow. Precise slither wound. Inflicts both thrusting, poison, and bleed. I mean, there's a world where we do that, is what I was going to say. I'm ready to be disappointed by a legendary. Gotta watch out for Satan. Oh, this is a lot. Yeah. Get him, squad. Okay. That hit me, huh? Oh, it's so wiggly. Whoa! 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 That guy's pretty extra. All right, well, we're going to be extremely lawful for what it's worth. I don't know if that's going to get us something. Come on, summon related. 100% increased stats granted by charms. Is this a stat? An orbital shouldn't be a summon. This is an accessory, which is... well, I'll have to go to the next... I'll have to attune that to find out what's going on. Uncommon companion. 1 time per second. To create a periodical effects. I don't think I have any. That shouldn't count bleed. I mean, I want to be lawful, so I might use this. I'm pure lawful. Maybe that helps. I don't know. I don't freaking know. I know I'm supposed to get evil. God, at this point, it's like whatever. We don't have any chance of getting... We don't have any chance of getting evil. We have none. Okay, I gotta check. There's the animal capacity. 6. Yeah, it actually works. It updates. We don't get an extra flask. An extra 0.5 seconds of invincibility after dash is actually like a lot. It's kind of incredible. All right. Get him, gang. Uh-oh. So these guys don't do their thing at the same time anymore, which is a great improvement. It's a big deal. Uh-oh. That being said, sometimes it sucks, I bet. But on average, it's going to be a lot better. Summon damage is not very good. You'd think with everything we've done, it'd be popping off. Okay. You'd think they'd be kind of killing it. Primary tech... Wait a minute. Primary attack does that and inflicts armor break. 3 primary attacks as special secondary. It's worth... What? Equip it. That could be good. That could be really good. Couple potions... I don't really need gold. A 100% increased damage for 4 seconds. I'm a buff bot. Like, I'm here to just go ham with that, you know? Don't care about that, really. Alright. Yeah, if I, do I have an obsidian die? I don't. Okay. big soul. The 40% extra damage business better apply. Or 140%, 100%. So much better, these freaking lasers. So much better. I mean, I guess these are going to be just consumables that we get to utilize right away. Oh, God, I don't really want to be dodging this way, but hey. I mean, this doesn't do anything. Right? Spell a stack of curse. I don't think I care. I think I like the curse, especially in combat. We're maxed out on these, right? Yeah, I mean, apparently. I just, like, I guess, if you're putting me here, man, we might as well just freaking do it. It's silly. Alright, just in case it's better. Alright, we're going? We're tuned up. I don't think I want to use any of these. I want to save them for new stuff. I mean, it's death. Like, I should be fine. Not to say there's no random BS go in this fight, but... I gotta tell you, my current review of summons is that it feels a little bit weaker than I was hoping. Because I feel like I have a pretty crazy luck run as far as, like, getting an amount of summons, summon damage up, like, all that shenanigan. And I feel really weak. I feel so freaking weak. Okay. Okay, cool. Wahapa. This. Unnecessary dash. Necessary dash. Undone. Please do the spin move. No, not this one. Yeah, I actually don't like this one. God, gang. Gang, you are just really not doing very much. Survive against death at 1 heart or less? Okay. Defeat death with deprived with 10 or more curse. Cool. Legendary. Oh, inflicts a stack of poison. It's not legendary either. If I had a poison build. Okay. Yeah, gotta tell you. None of it's relevant here. I'm just hoping this lawful does something. What is up with this stuff, too? Sure. So, yeah, I'm not sure that I'm gonna... I'm not sure what I'm really gonna be able to even do here. I mean, at this point, there's really no reason not to do this stuff, because I'm pretty much screwed in terms of anything else. Like, and I'd much rather have 3 soul hearts than a health, a dash, or mana. For sure. Who knows? But yeah, I'm really disappointed with summon build right now. Like, and the fact that I know that it's not necessarily going to get much stronger is exceptionally concerning. Oh, the iframes, the extra 0.5 seconds of invincibility. That's crazy. It might sound small, but it's just not. I guess we take the boost. Yeah, because the thing is, of course you're doing no damage. Look at all the ways you decrease your damage. Yeah, but are you telling me that a summon damage build is not viable? Oh god, I need a, what's tipsiness again? I need a freaking, you have 1 tipsiness per booze effect on you, up to 1 defined by your amount. Every 10 rooms, you lose a booze effect. You lose a booze effect. So, just feels so weak. Maybe if I had a lot of health. A resin. You can take it and use it immediately, I guess. Don't know what hit me, I believe it. I'm assuming it's a skeleton. I keep on looking at them and I'm thinking that they're my summons. Charcoal pine resin. Increased attack speed could be good because it just guarantees we could keep our application on more. Probably just going to be more valuable than anything else at the very least. Incoming garbage. Yeah, with the 0.5 iframes, if I just stacked a bunch of dashes, we could be, like, perpetually invincible. Lol. Boar. Incinerator. Ooh, what? Oh. Some are better than others at, like, actually just doing damage. +1 lawful. Increase damage to enchanted enemies. It's cool. There's no point. I guess we'll go for a Podion. I'll just do it. Again, I think attack speed is actually pretty useful for us. Just from like a utility standpoint of making sure I'm applying all my status effect on them, you know? Keeping it on everybody, as many people as possible. 1 final rest. I think this is probably where I'm done, so I think I just use my items, which is, oops, a little bit annoying, but hey, what are you gonna do? Just making sure they're maxed out. I should be swapping between both, I guess. If I really want to be good at it. It's going to be awkward. I don't think I get to go any further. But I'm kind of finding out, it seems like there's not a lot of pets that are like 4 damage. Because there's a ton of them that just don't do very much, but they have good effects. Each trip grants increased damage with cannons. I mean, if we re-rolled this, I think strong together, if we re-rolled that, we could actually do some interesting stuff. But I think we're just good to go. I want to see the legendary. Like, I think the run is probably done. Unless the lawful is enough to carry me somewhere. Gang. This is my time to shine. Pretty weak damage still, truth be told. Yes, I'm switching my weapons across the whole freaking fight. Yes, it's giving me carpal tunnel. Why don't you switch weapons? Because my finger hurts, man! Okay. Oh, that hit. Alright. Next. Dude with the summons? Stupid curse modifier, man. You got me there. I don't know if you can... I don't know if this is free. It's not free. It's close to free. It's not a free spot during that phase. God, he's so tanky, and I'm so weak. It's just a nightmare scenario all around. At least the song's a bop. Genuinely helps. Because I'm going to have to listen to it for a long time. Okay. Laser beam, meme dream. Yup. I can't tell where it is. Good God. Just too much. Oh, free me. Free me, free me, free me. On dash, your next permanent... Oh, yes. Stamina surge is permanent. That's kind of cool. Triple armor up. I mean, I'll grab it. It's a legendary. Alright. I am lawful. I'm exceptionally lawful. That counts. I wish it didn't. This build sucks. This build's so bad. I genuinely wish I didn't make it in. Well, now I gotta. We're gonna have to sight read a Giga Boss with... Yeah. That ain't happening, Captain. What? You've been inflicted with imminent death, a stackable effect that immediately kills you upon reaching 3 stacks. Why? What hit me? Okay. Oh boy. They split. Split into smaller ones. Natural damage rolls. I could probably... If I can take off 10? That might be worth it. And if I just get more strength? It's my highest attribute. Dex. If this works, it says it said natural rolls. Natural damage rolls. It's not a natural damage roll, it's an overwrite. I don't even want to... Don't auto-equip it. I'm over-encumbered by 5%. What happens? Yeah, I don't think so. It's tough. A little bit of lucky chance. I'm always doing a crushing hit. I'm actually doing damage. I've cheated the system. I actually get to do damage myself now. I'm always... All my natural rolls are terrible, but... My rigged rolls, baby. Them's be popping off. We actually are somewhere with damage. But it's annoying because it has nothing to do with the summons, which is what I want to be the build. What is this? What is this? What do I do about that? What do I do about it, man? And why does there have to be pretzels, too? I care about crit now. So, huh? My time is about up. That is so unhelpful. I don't know how I'm getting that stack and how to not get that stack. You know? Extremely unclear. If I get another clock stack, I think I'm dead. I can't tell. So I think I got 2 in a row. Or no, it's like you have to get it 3 times in one room? I don't know. I don't know. The fact that I still don't, I just don't know is very funny to me. Okay. I'm gonna get teleported to that spot, which is fine. Would you chill out, Displacer Beast? Okay. My finger. Alrighty. What the super envy is this? This is not even anything. So you can overcome the final obstacle before ascending to the throne? Oh, don't worry, it's not happening. Two dashes as well is like... Oof. I could... Wait. I could do this. 2 extra armor and a dash. I'm doing that. The companions have been cool and all, but they seem bad. I don't know. Or not bad, but like... I've played so many runs of this now where you just press the left click button and then the boss is gone. And then this, it's like, I just have to... I felt like pulling out every trick in the book to try and maximize the effectiveness of their damage, and it's just not a thing, really. I think that they're just a tool to get buffs in a different way, which is a little bit disappointing. But I could be wrong, and maybe we're missing the crucial element. But yeah, I'm just kind of making sure everything is in order. Don't care about the flasks. Alright. You. I don't remember... Sorry, I fought it before. He's not a new boss, actually. So this is where we fight you. Understood. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. No. No, this is not a fan of the True Darkness meme. Thank you, iframes. Remember, that's the version of this boss. 25% less health and armor, so. Aren't you tired of playing God? I am tired. You're nothing but a puppet. You're infected with hunger for treasure, for knowledge. It must take an end. The balance cannot be disturbed any further. Seems to be time for the final act of mercy. I will relieve you from your quest. This is it. This is the end. Thank you. Okay, we want to kill these because I don't know what kind of malark they might... Oh, I was too fast, actually. What kind of malark they might pull if they have their attacks kind of combined with his. Yeah, excited to see what a harder version of the phase where I can't see anything is. This is not how it used to be, for what it's worth. It did not used to be that way. Oh, what? You've changed. Imagine if I wasn't doing crushing hits, which honestly I don't even know if they're working. I just assumed because the number seems like it'd be too high otherwise. True Darkness. Stop this. I'm just gonna use my extreme iframes on that one to just cheese it, because honestly it's the malark. The fact that this is the easiest attack is crazy. One of the 3 keys required to open the sealed gates to the abyss, you say. Okay, so am I not even doing anything with good and evil alignment yet? Welcome you, my liege. Take a sip? Not yet. What's up here? Take a seat on the throne? I don't know! This seems like a true win. You've accomplished the impossible. You've become the embodiment of death. A new master! This isn't it. The new keeper of the order. Chosen by the shadows. We serve your highness. A mortal no longer. Never was, baby. Now ruling the Shadow Plains. Now ruling the Shadow Plains. But even the glory of becoming a god eventually fades into eternity. God dang, man. I don't know about summon builds. I don't know about them. The part where I started to, I found success in it for a bit, and then it fell off. It fell really, really, really flat at the end. The end? Question mark. Your world tier is now 5. Achieving the world objective unlocked the gates to the high heavens, the burning hells. So I didn't even have it. Okay, that's great to know. Please tell me I unlocked some kind of system to make the good and evil easier to achieve. Please. Defeat the guardian of the burning hells. The guardian of the high heavens. Unlock access to the abyss. Conquer heaven and hell to find the keys to unlock the remaining locks to seal away the abyss for the... Oh my god, there's 2 extra zones beyond? This has been an hour and a half! Okay, I mean, we'll see what's up. So clearly, these are going to be alternate paths. So you're not going to be able to do both at the same time. I think that these 3, my guess is that these 3 are equal. So instead of going here to fight Megadeth, we would fight this. or this. And then this seems like it's beyond. Well, no. The Abyss was... I'm assuming this the three keys for that circle gate. So I'm assuming, actually, that maybe all 4 of these are alternate paths for the ending. So you either go to Megadeth, Heaven, Hell, or the Abyss. Because the keys are actually... Wait, or... The keys are actually before Zone 11. Oh, God, this is messy. So these 3, I think, are on the same tier. Unless... No, wait. These are after Megadeth. That's brutal. These are after Megadeth. I remember, at least they were in the past. They were before this update came out. These gates were after death. After Megadeth. They didn't go anywhere. But they were after Megadeth. Which means that the Abyss is just... Okay, alright. This is going to be wild. Ooh, we got a lot ahead of us. We unlocked the Mystic. Double stats from charms and weapon enchantments. We might go back to check you out before we move on, because I was going clockwise, but that's a new one there. Let's check out the unlocks. Okay, the amount of unlock possibilities just went up. Gotcha. Ascend on the primordial throne as the deprived unlocks the Esper class? Where's that? Oh, is that... What? I can't help but notice that I don't see that. Which one's the Esper? Okay, I don't think I actually have that then. That's kind of weird. Ascend on the primordial throne as the deprived. Completed. Unlock the Esper class. Maybe if I leave and come back. Oh, tab to switch your roster. Oh! That is a child. There's like a tainted characters. Trait selection sometimes contains psychic ability traits. Okay, that's very cool. Why there's a child, I guess I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out. Alas, that is that, and that's going to do it here for today for this Giga run, an hour and a half. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll find out what the hidden thing is that makes summon builds not feel like a slog, but that... It felt good in the beginning, but then as the second they stopped scaling on experience, I felt like I hit an absolute wall. They didn't feel very impressive. They seem like just right now to me another way to get stats. And maybe they do some damage. We'll see. Maybe we can make it work later, but for now I'm probably going to take a break from trying until I see that item show up that wows me, you know. But alas, that's that. That's going to do it for today. For the love of God, I'm out of here. Thank you. If you'd be sad to see the series go, gotta let me know in the form of a comment down below. Check out the channel for roguelikes more every single day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!